After completing gym phase 1, we know the injured limb can demonstrate the fundamental exercises. They have a clean gait pattern and they can complete 3 sets of 8 without any exacerbations. This phase, gym phase 2, aims to recondition multiple physical characteristics simultaneously. For a 7-day injury, this phase may only last 1 day, where exercises are prioritised and checked specifically for the injury. For an ACL, as an example, due to muscle loss, proprioceptive deficits, and stretch shortening cycle disruptions, it may take 8 to 10 weeks to rebuild these physical qualities. This phase consists of these pathways shown here in the phase 2 table. Each of them is important and progress from left to right in a stepwise fashion. Although it may take weeks to recondition them, all of them can be addressed in a 3-day cycle. So when we consider each one individually, capacity and muscle hypertrophy is a fundamental to recondition through progressively increasing sets and repetitions in a stepwise fashion. Exercises such as heel raises, single leg squats, hamstring bridging provide the injured limb with the capacity to repeat exercises and the robustness in these movements that we know underpin jogging and football actions. Strength is progressed in the opposite way by reducing repetitions and adding weight or respective force. It provides the cornerstone for athletic performance as anterior chain, posterior chain and calf complex exercises are performed. Maximum strength is also progressed on the isokinetic dynamometer. As we reduce the contraction speed, the forces then go up respectively, finally getting the player down to that classic 60 degrees per second landmark to recondition their strength. The movement retraining pathway is split into 3 parts. There's a plyometric pathway. The plyometric pathway reconditions the stretch shortening cycle. This can start in the pool or on a soft mat or a soft surface, reducing those ground reaction forces as the player retrains that ability to absorb and produce force through dynamic exercises. The second theme in the movement retraining pathway is running preparation. This is the reconditioning and the coordination of running. It starts with wall drives and march patterns and goes into the classic A skips, B skips, heel flicks as the number of foot contacts is built up as the player progresses through the phase. Accompanying this when necessary is the use of an Alter G, anti-gravity treadmill, as this is very easy to grade body weight and speed accordingly. The last part of the movement retraining pathway is the indoor football skills. This is key to a player's identity and their confidence. Often it starts in sitting with simple ball contacts, progresses to standing, single leg balance and on the spot ball manipulations. Finally, the injury specific criteria, recondition, rotational patterns or core control or any other individualized factors that are key to the player and should not be missed. One key thing in this phase is aiming to recondition these qualities simultaneously, and they can be periodized typically into a 3-day cycle. Here's an example of day 1. The more technical and skill-based activities are completed when the player is fresh, and the more muscular demanding exercises later in the session. Similarly, on day 2, the most metabolic demanding exercises are completed last and periodized in that way, with the capacity and hypertrophic exercises mentioned here. This is followed by a rest day, and this cycle is repeated by adding the respective progressions to each individual pathway. To exit gym phase 2, the player has progressed through each of the pathways, completing the steps, making them ready to be objectively profiled in gym phase 3, which determines a player's readiness to start running again and grass-based rehabilitation.